So there's absolutely no shortage of news. I've said that time and time again. 2 weeks ago, dominating the headlines for good reason, the unbelievable assassination of Charlie Kirk. Last week, Kirk, of course, still, for many good reason, occupying the headlines. Also in the headlines, President Trump's second visit to the UK as a state visit, another historic one for POTUS 47. And in the back end of the week, it was Jimmy Kimmel, the activist, playing the role of late-night comic. Well, he had his show clipped. The plug was pulled by ABC because of an opening monologue he did in which he told lies about Charlie Kirk. ABC had enough with a show that was bottoming out in ratings and revenue. So they cut ties with Jimmy. And in between all the madness was a story that should make you gleeful. Unfortunately, a story that makes you happy in such a crazy world, full of radical groups like Antifa. Let me share the headlines with you. If you want to break out the bubbly, go ahead and do so. This is from the New York Post. Trump announces sick, dangerous Antifa will be designated a major terrorist organization. Trump announced it via Truth Social. Here's his post. I am pleased to inform our many USA patriots that I am designating Antifa a sick, dangerous, radical left disaster. As a major terrorist organization, I will also be strongly recommending that those funding Antifa will be thoroughly investigated in accordance with the highest legal standards and practices. Thank you for your attention to this matter! Exclamation point. And you know what? Back at you, President Donald J. Trump. Thank you for taking action like this, because this is exactly what I voted for. I know you tried to get things done with rolling the ball on extinguishing Antifa back in your first term as POTUS 45 in summer of 2020, but now you're able to shift things in sixth gear and try to get it done. And also, when it comes to those backing Antifa, it's a great question. One that was asked by Fox News and Martha McCallum this week. Take a look and listen to her interview as that question was proposed to the Commander-in-Chief, Donald J. Trump.
Where's the money coming from? Is it foreign entities?
Yeah, you're going to find out, and we're going to find out in great detail. But it's a terrorist organization, in my opinion, and we're going to find out. All those questions are going to be answered.
Who's behind it? Do you have a gut feeling?
You hear Soros. I don't know. We're going to find out if he's behind it. But it's incitement to riot. That's a criminal act. And people are dying because of it. So it's really, it's death. So we're gonna find out, and it should have been done a long time ago.
And again, President Trump, and he drops the name Soros. Now, it's no secret that the known funder of Antifa is the billionaire George Soros, who has provided the bankroll for these troublemakers, these anarchists, rebel-rousers, scumbags. And now Uncle Sam is basically going to war with Soros to stomp out Antifa and slam dunk Soros and his crew of punks for once and for all. Now, the left has used Antifa in their corner as their strong-arm bullies. They've dismissed them as an ideology, a myth. Who can ever forget swamp monsters like Jerry Nadler doing exactly that? This interview from the summer of 2020.
There's violence across the whole country. Do you disavow the violence from Antifa? That's happening in Portland right now? There's riots.
That's a myth that's being spread only in Washington, D.C.
About Antifa in Portland?
Yes.
Sir, there's videos everywhere online. There's fires and riots. They're throwing fireworks at federal officers. DHS is there. Look online. It gets crazy, Mr. Nadler.
And talk about a useless career retread of a politician from the state of New York who did absolutely no good for society, Jerry Nadler, who's about to retire. See ya. Sayonara. Now, the rad left has also gotten cover from federal agencies like the FBI, Remember the former director, Christopher Wray, testifying at Congress? And he had the nerve to even label Antifa as such. Take a look and listen.
And if I'm hearing you correctly, you're saying that it's really not organizations so much as it is ideology. And I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think that's what I heard.
I appreciate that. We look at Antifa as more of an ideology or a movement than an organization.
Hard to believe this guy, that joker right there, was the director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation not that long ago. Compare him to Cash. Night and absolute friggin' day. Dismisses Antifa just like that. Well, they're no longer going to be dismissed as an ideology, a myth. Now they're a terrorist group. So the gloves are off. And things are about to get very interesting. And America is about to get one big problem off their plate. As Donald J. Trump mows down campaign promise after campaign promise and looks to make America great again, but also looks to make America safe again. And you can't have that happen when you have troublemakers like Antifa creating chaos in cities across the United States of America.